folks. Hey, today's tutorial is Count Me In. And we found this on an old album from Gary Lewis and the Playboys. Okay, and little music history for you folks. Jerry Lewis is Gary's dad. Okay, Jerry's the big comedian from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Did a lot of the telethon stuff through the years. Yeah, excellent. Yep. So Gary Lewis and the Playboys, they were tops. They were tops for 2 years. They had songs on the radio all the time. Mega hits for about 2 years. Then Gary got drafted, okay, back in the days of the draft. And that kind of put a kibosh. I mean, you can still play him playing the golden oldies and things like that. Playing his old songs is fantastic. But with that said, when he came back from the service, it was pretty hard for him to pick up where he was at before he had to go serve Uncle Sam. But anyway, Count Me In. And by the way, Gary Lewis and the Playboys are one of the first bands to hit when they played Ed Sullivan. They couldn't really play live because they could not reproduce the session musicians that played on their records. And a lot of the sessions were done by the Wrecking Crew. And if you haven't studied the Wrecking Crew, please do. Leon Russell, Hal Blaine on drums. These guys were phenomenal. Just huge. Now, I'll break this down. I'll do a playthrough. And then I'll come back and I'll break it down for you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you need someone to count on, count me in. Someone you can rely on through thick and thin. When you start to count the ones that you might never doubt, if you think of counting me, then count me out. When you count the ones that want you, count me too. And if I'm not first on your list, count me blue. Just be sure to count on me when the counting's through. Count me madly in love with you. If you need someone to count on when you're down, and all your other friends you've lost can't be found, just be sure to count on me when you're down and out. Count me in through thick and thin, or it don't count. When you count the ones that want you, count me too. And if I'm not first on your list, count me blue. Just be sure to count on me when the counting's through. Count me madly in love with you. Hey folks, count me in. Gary Lewis and the Playboys. This song is actually in F, okay? F. So when I'm playing an E down here, just so I'm actually playing an F, but I'll call it out as an E, okay? And to get that hook, and I'm calling the hook is that intro, because there's so many instrumentation there. If you're doing a soloist and you just got acoustic guitar, to kind of fill it in so you're not just doing the, basic chords. And by doing this, so when I'm calling out these chords, I'm calling them out as I'm playing. I'll try, but they actually don't all blend together, because when I say E, it's really an F, okay? And then I'm playing. So here we go. Well, let's get that beginning. I'm playing an E. Then I'll take it up to my 5th fret like there, okay? Don't change your E pattern then. I'll slide it up. Okay, and I leave my E string and my B string ring. And then I'm playing like it. If you're playing A minor, hold your hand as if you're playing an A minor. Bring it up a full step. Okay, and then take this finger off. See that? So it's an E. E pattern up here. E and B string ringing. An A minor pattern here. Lift that up. Slide it down a full step and bring it back up. Okay, that's it. That's why we got that capo there, so we can just put that little lick or the hook in there. So here we go. Now I don't strum I kind of just focusing a lot on the middle strings when I'm strumming. I always don't put in the E string because it doesn't fit, the low E. But when you're playing the F, yes it does. Okay, so I'm not going to go through and show you guys how all the basic chords, E's, A's. Everybody knows them. If we come into something just like we'll work it out, the hooks and things like that. Otherwise, I'm just going to call out the cards. There's enough chord charts and stuff out there that you can find them. So we're going to call it E, A minor. You got to play your A minor up here because if you play it here, that would be a B minor. Okay, so it's E to A minor to a C7. If you need someone to come A minor, count me C7, E. Someone you can A minor again to E7 to an A. When you count the sun, G minor, E, kind of an E flat thing into this is a D flat major 7th. Okay, D flat major 7th then you take this finger off and slide it down a half step. If you think of counting me, then count me out. Verse 2. When you count the one, E, A minor, C7, E, A minor, E7, A, to a G minor, E, E flat, C7, either, E. Then bringing for the instrumental break, I just do that at the beginning. Verse 3, if E is a minor, C7, all your other friends have lost, A minor to an E7 to an A, just be sure to count them to a G minor, E, E flat to a D sharp major 7, and then just remember, take this one off, and slide down a half step. E, when you count the ones that want to an A minor, C7. And if I'm not first on A minor to C, E7 to an A, to a G minor, E, that E flat, and then to a C7, and then an E, and then break right into the beginning again. I usually do it twice at the ending there. Okay, folks. Hey, I hope this helps. I hope you enjoy some of these old tunes. I like one of the things I really enjoy about them is a lot of chord changes. And once in a while you'll find a new chord in there. Man, I hope this helps, and we'll see you out there at the coffee shops, campfires, and care centers.